Hello, and welcome from your San Luis Obispo County Elections Center. While everyone is welcome, not everyone can get here to observe the nuts and bolts of elections in our county. So today, we're showing you the behind-the-scenes processes that ensure every ballot and every result is secure, accurate, and fair. From signature scanning to tabulation with the HiPro and everything in between, let's dive in. Let's start with signature verification, because more than 95% of SLO County voters now vote by mail or drop box. Those ballots are retrieved from the post office and official drop boxes in teams of 2 county staff, and chain of custody is always documented. When you return your vote by mail ballot, it's sealed in a barcoded envelope with your signature on the outside. That signature is like your unique stamp of authenticity. We use a combination of technology and a team of trained elections officials to compare your signature with the one on file, like your voter registration or DMV record. We even have your signature history, so we can see how it may have changed over time. If we determine there's a mismatch, don't worry, we'll contact you several times if necessary, so you can confirm it's your ballot. This step ensures only valid ballots move forward. Next step, provisional ballots and conditional voter registrations. Let's say there's a question about your voter eligibility. Maybe you moved recently or registered late. In that case, you'll cast a provisional ballot and put it into a special pink envelope. These ballots are securely set aside and are researched after Election Day. Our team verifies your voter registration, checks your eligibility, and ensures that if you're qualified, your vote is counted. For late registrations, called conditional voter registrations, we process those ballots just like the provisional ones to make sure everyone who's eligible has their say. When you have 150,000 or more envelopes to open, you need a little help. The verified envelopes are stored in trays, and our staff pull out these trays to run batches of envelopes through the openers. To be honest, they are a little loud, but their speed and efficiency is worth it. The opened envelopes are bundled in stacks of 50 and are stored securely until the processing team is ready for them. The processors take one stack at a time, count them to confirm that there are 50, and then remove the ballots from the envelopes. They separate the envelopes from the ballots, and each ballot is now completely anonymous. The ballots are flattened, reviewed for things like tears, red pen, whiteout, or, say, stickiness from sitting on a kitchen counter, all things that would be a problem for the tabulator. The flattened stacks of 50 ballots are rubber banded and stored away again under lock and key. When one of the processors finds a ballot that would trip up the tabulator, they put it into a special tray so that it can be duplicated. Teams of 3 people work together to carefully transfer the votes from the original ballot onto an identical ballot with the same contests. One person calls out the vote, one marks it on the new ballot, and one watches to confirm the others make no mistakes. Now to the heart of counting your votes, tabulation. We now use a couple of different models of tabulators, including the HiPro scanner. This state-of-the-art machine is designed to process thousands of ballots swiftly with precision and accuracy. Each ballot is scanned, and the votes are securely recorded. Both the HiPro and the smaller ICC scanners use advanced technology to detect any issues, like mismarked ballots or ballots with write-ins, and flags them for adjudication. Results are stored in a secure, air-gapped system, meaning it's completely offline to prevent unauthorized access. And here's something else you should know. The HiPro and our other scanners aren't just efficient. They are also rigorously tested before, during, and after the election to ensure flawless performance. The scanned ballots are then labeled, documented, sealed, and stored away in boxes of 800 each in the ballot storage room. Only a select few staff have keys to this room, and like all other areas of the election center, it has camera monitoring 24/7. Now let's talk about adjudication. Most ballots are scanned and counted without a hitch. But if there's something unclear, like stray marks, corrections, or an overvote, our 2-person adjudication teams step in. They follow strict California rules to determine voter intent, ensuring your vote is counted exactly as you meant it. Every decision is documented for full accountability. In addition, the adjudicator's every action is shown simultaneously on screens in the Election Center, so that observers or anyone present can view their work and follow along. To double-check the accuracy of the tabulators, we conduct a legally required 1% manual tally. This process involves randomly selecting at least 1% of precincts and of vote-by-mail ballots and hand-counting every one of those ballots. In SLO County, we use one of the state-approved random number generators to help us determine which ballots will be hand-counted. We're required to make sure that every single contest is represented in the manual tally, so we keep track of that as we randomly select batches to be polled and tallied. The results are compared to the machine count, and any discrepancies are thoroughly investigated. It's an extra layer of transparency and accountability, showing that our tabulation process is rock solid. Throughout this entire process, security is non-negotiable. Every ballot is tracked, stored securely, and handled with the utmost care. From the moment we receive your ballot to the final certification, strict chain of custody protocols and audits ensure the integrity of the election. And there you have it, the full story of how your ballot moves through the Election Center here in San Luis Obispo County. From signature verification and provisional ballots to tabulation with the HiPro, adjudication, and the 1% manual tally, every step is designed to ensure accuracy, security, and transparency. When you cast your vote, you can trust that your voice is heard and your ballot is treated with the care it deserves. Thanks for watching, and remember, your vote is your voice.